Hi, I'm Bridjet.
And I'm Rochelle.
We're Thoughts.
And we have thoughts. Okay, so Bridjet, you just had a birthday.
Yes, I did.
What is your favorite birthday party?
Ooh, my favorite. I love a good arcade, like a GameWorks or a Dave & Buster's.
R.I.P. GameWorks.
R.I.P. GameWorks. I also do really like any type of like craft or a game night. So really anything that involves games.
That's pretty good. Did you have any like really great like adult birthday parties? Because I feel like people don't celebrate their birthdays as extravagantly as adults.
I have had some really fun ones. I've done the dinner, I've done like the going out and stuff, but for me, one of my favorite ones, let's see. When I used to live in Chicago, we played this game called Wine Ball on people's birthdays.
And welcome back to Wine Ball. We are in the quarterfinal championships. Bridjet, what are the teams doing today?
We are getting ready for something we've been training for all year. It is the Wine Ball Championships. Things have been really intense since Franzia upped their prices. And let me tell you, I am super excited to be here. Typically, when it comes to Wine Ball, what you do is you get the bag of Franzia, you duct tape the whole thing, and you play dodgeball with it. And yeah, you do have to slap it when you're drinking it. And this is preferably for people in their 20s because the hangover after this is extremely intense. But that's the price you pay for being a professional in this sport.
Now, we did have some behind-the-scenes drama last week where the Franzia team drank a little too much during warm-ups, and they were completely trashed by the time the game even started, which you don't like to see in the game of Wine Ball. It really threw off everybody's fantasy Wine Ball players for that week. I'm hoping they can recover in this year. This week? Yeah.
Honestly, ever since the great scandal of '86, where we found out that there was actually Jell-O inside of the bag of Franzia, we've been very, very diligent about making sure that the Franzia is within the bag and within the terms of Wine Ball. So
the true fans have been trying to forget Jell-O-Gate for years, and not since Bartles and James broke up have we suffered such a loss to the Wine Ball community.
You know, this year it's all about the memorial of remembering such things as Jell-O-Gate and really trying to move on from it. We don't want to tarnish the name of Wine Ball.
Okay, so anyway. And scene. I had a great 40th birthday.
Ooh, do tell.
So this was a few years ago. I don't know why I'm being coy about it. But my friend hosted the party at her house, and my friend Dolly, she made giant banners of the comics from my comic strip and put them on the walls.
I love that.
So there was a giant me in a convertible with sunglasses on, and that was really cool. It was also just a couple of weeks before my surgery, so all of my friends they had a calendar and they all signed up for times to come visit me in the hospital.
Oh, that's
so
sweet.
And they gave me a notebook with heartfelt notes and stuff that I read while I was recovering.
That's so sweet. I love that. That's way more heartfelt and genuine than Wine Ball. But
I mean, they both have their advantages. It was called Rochelle-abration.
Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah. I don't know if it will be topped. Maybe when I turn 50. Who knows?
Have you ever had a surprise birthday party? Or have you ever thrown one for somebody?
No, and I don't think so. I gotta be honest. I would kind of love a surprise birthday party.
Okay.
There was one year I purposely didn't plan anything because I was going through stuff at the time, and I thought, well, maybe someone will throw me a party if I don't do it. No, that didn't happen. I don't think it's something you can wish into existence. I think it just has to happen.
Okay. I threw my fiance a surprise birthday party, I think when we first met, like that first year, because he said the same thing. He was like, I've never had a surprise birthday. So I was like, okay. I mean, it wasn't anything super big. We were just at a bar, and like I got a cake and everything and invited his friends, but still it was really nice. And then I printed out like one of those foam core boards and had some pictures of him and had everyone sign it, which was cool. Although I did have technically a surprise engagement birthday.
Okay.
So that was a couple years ago when I got engaged, but I got engaged 2 days before my birthday, so he lied and told me that we were going to a surprise birthday party for me, but it ended up being an engagement party. So that was really nice. Wow. I got cake either way.
Yeah. And that was your birthday present was getting owned by a man.
Exactly, which is, yes, Rochelle helped me out with that joke. I love that one. It's great. As far as kids' birthdays go, though, I mean, you can't beat like a sleepover birthday. I loved those. Those were always fun.
I had this wasn't a birthday party, but I did try having a sleepover party as an adult.
Ooh.
Because I never had like a traditional like girls sleepover, and I thought so. Like I had my friends over. I don't know that I would ever do it again, because what I learned is that adults have too many sleep requirements.
Yes, we need memory foam. We need a pillow, a Tempur-Pedic.
We need a CPAP machine.
Yes, a fan, or at least 2 fans.
Yeah, it's too much. Like when you're a child, you can literally just sleep on the floor, and they're fine. You can't do that as an adult. That the logistics of trying to plan an adult sleepover were maddening. But we did like braid each other's hair, so I guess it worked out in the end.
I do love that. I mean, now, I do have to bring my CPAP machine to a sleepover, which is not the cutest, but at the same time, it is what it is. Did you ever have a magician at your birthday party?
No. I doubt there was a magician in the town I grew up.
In Kenton.
Right.
Yeah. I loved having a magician. Although at the time, I know all the tricks that they do now, but at the time it was magical to me. And since my birthday's in August, it was usually coupled with like going for a swim and then coming back and watching a magician. So I did love a good magician. My parents were also big magician fans, so it was very magician heavy house.
So this magician is doing tricks for a bunch of wet children?
Yes. A lot of soggy kids just full of ice cream, which, speaking of, what kind of cake would you prefer on your birthday?
Ooh, good question. I'm not a big cake person. Ice cream cake would probably be good, but that's also logistically tough to do. I don't know. If you don't eat it all, then what do you do with the rest of it? I think I get too caught up in my head about things. But as far as regular cake, I like something that's different. That's not vanilla or chocolate. Like
a secret third thing. A red velvet?
Oh, no, I'm not a big red velvet fan. Okay. But, I had, a strawberry cake.
Okay. I could see that.
It was actually my wedding. But, so I guess that's not birthday cake. It was a wedding cake. Ooh, here's an idea. Just go to a wedding cake place to get your birthday cake. Ooh. And then, this is a pro tip if you're out there and if you're having a birthday. It's probably super expensive. This is probably a terrible idea. But the cake I had for my wedding was had strawberry stuff in the middle of it. And that was really good.
I would say it's got to be Dairy Queen ice cream cake for me. I had it growing up. I had it a few years ago. It's so good. The chocolate crunch in the middle. And to answer your question about what do you do with the leftovers, you have the party at your house so you can throw it into the freezer for yourself later on. You just eat it throughout the week like a little piggy like I do.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah, I couldn't imagine taking an ice cream cake somewhere, and then you have to figure out how to get it home.
Yeah. I mean, I think intentionally you just cut bigger slices for people so that way there's nothing left over.
Yeah, like you're eating a fourth of a sheet cake because I don't want leftovers.
Ooh, the sheet cakes are good, although I have recently stumbled into a Costco membership, and their cakes are so good because they are cheesecake. They're a cheesecake filling for their cake. It's delicious.
Ooh, I'm gonna change my answer now because cheesecake is like way better than regular cake. Okay. I love cheesecake.
Funny enough, we will be going to Dave & Buster's later, and I did buy that Costco cake, so you will be having some of it today.
I forgot we were going to Dave & Buster's later. This is so exciting.
I know, talking about kids' birthday parties just reminds me of how I'm also just a giant child, so I can't really say anything bad about a kid's birthday party when I'm having one for 34.
Yes. I haven't been to Dave & Buster's in probably, I don't even know how many years. It's been since I used to build up all of my points on a card because I thought I was going to like retire on that someday.
I love that. I can just imagine like you going up to someone at Dave & Buster's being like, I'd like to cash in my 401k, please.
Okay, Bridget. As your financial planner, we've got to start thinking about retirement.
I knew you were going to say that, and that's exactly why I brought in my pack of gift cards here, as well as my point card. So I've got Macy's.
Okay.
I've got a Dave & Buster's. This has 6,000 tickets on it, which can get me quite a lot. I've got some punch cards here that are all ready for redemption. And this one looks like a McDonald's flip book, so you can get a free cheeseburger in this one when you go through the drive-thru.
Now, the market is bullish on Dave & Buster's points right now. So,
wow.
That's a good place to be putting your retirement funds. But I'm also going to suggest diversifying and also put some of that into Kohl's Cash.
Oh, yes. Okay. And I do know that you do get money back with that. So that is a really good investment opportunity.
Yeah, because one thing you're going to need in retirement is disposable clothing and housewares. And Kohl's will take care of both of those things.
Wow. And even if I have the Kohl's card, I can still use the Kohl's Cash?
Yes, you're gonna want both. You in this market, you definitely don't want to put all your eggs in one basket. And also if you could throw in some like Sephora or Ulta points as well, like you want like a little bit of everything. To go into retirement.
What's your opinion on being able to fall back and use my my points on my Dave & Buster's card for, say, my mortgage payments, or even something as simple as using it towards my Medicaid?
Yeah, so you have to watch the point exchange rates. Because sometimes, like, a mortgage payment is going to cost a little more points, and maybe it would be better spent on, like, paying off the electric bill.
Okay.
Yeah, and you just have to watch the markets, keep track of what those points are being used for. And maybe if you have some leftover, like, get yourself an Xbox 360 game from 20 years ago. You got to treat yourself in retirement.
I'm going to have to pick up a few more shifts at Whack-A-Mole, I think, to really make sure that I'm secure with my investments.
Yeah, a lot of people are doing that. And Flaming Finger, just be careful because you can hurt your finger if you play it too much.
Luckily, I think that my Dave & Buster's points will be able to go towards that medical payment, so I'll make sure that I use my left hand just in case.
And if you go to a hospital that has a Starbucks, use your Starbucks rewards. Get a coffee on your birthday.
Perfect. Okay.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
Grab a few napkins and just, tend my wound that way.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow. And scene.
Yeah.
I really do wish though that I could use my Dave and Buster's points that like towards something else, because every time I go in there I'm like, oh, now that I'm older I always think, well, I can just go buy that for cheaper than what it's going to cost me to get however many coins to win these games. I always look at like the over under on how much I'm trying to spend, you know?
Yeah, when I was like a poor kid, probably 25 years old, I thought that I was going to save up all these points and then, I can get like a PlayStation 3 someday or something if I saved up enough points. Something that was like so extravagant that I would never be able to afford it with regular money.
I typically just ended up getting a bunch of candy and then a couple like Chinese finger traps to really seal the deal that I went to an arcade.
I wonder if you could Chinese finger trap somebody else to like get them to date you.
Oh.
Would that work?
You know, this is a new type of dating approach that I don't know if I've ever heard of it.
Like they're on the like they can't be opposed to it. They have to be on the fence. But then you like trap them and you put one finger in and they put the other finger in, and then you're like, well, now we have to go out.
Okay.
Because we're in this trap.
More of like a voluntary hostage situation between you and your crush.
Yeah, it's still consent if they put their finger in the trap.
That is true.
Yeah.
Many guys have told me this as well.
Yes, absolutely. Follow me for more dating advice.
Watch us today, like later on, go and get like 7 Chinese finger traps and just put them on all of our fingers.
Well, now you're describing polyamory.
Oh, yeah.
If you're like, well, I've got 10 fingers and I've got 10 fingers, they're looking for 10 traps. Let's go.
Well, the limit to my birthday was 20, so I think we can date everyone who comes tonight. So that'll work.
Good. I like having side quests for parties.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Have you ever done a scavenger hunt birthday? I've always wanted to do that and like put one on, but I've never done it.
Ooh, I don't think so for a birthday. I do a thing for my kids for Christmas where we do a scavenger hunt.
Oh, I love that. That's so cute.
I take whatever their biggest present is and I don't put it under the tree. And then after they've opened all their presents, then it's like they get a clue and they have to go. I've done it probably the last 4 or 5 years now.
I love that you make your kids work for their gifts.
Oh, they love it. Because they get older every year. Yeah, the kids get older every year. I'm not sure if you're aware. I get to make the clues harder every year.
Oh, okay.
So, like, I mean, when they were, like, really young, it was just, like, toaster.
Yeah.
But now it's like, I can do, like, a crossword puzzle or something. I could, like, make them harder.
It was like a riddle.
Oh, yeah, there's a lot of riddles. The hardest part is finding new places to hide the clues every year because I'm kind of like, okay, I don't want to keep reusing the same spots.
Maybe go outside. That might help. Although it will be cold, but still.
I've done where like the presents are either in the garage or in the car or somewhere they think they would never look normally. But it's kind of fun. I usually don't remember it until Christmas Eve, so then I'm like frantic. After they go to bed, I'm like frantically like writing notes. And here's a tip. What you do is you just start where you're going to hide the presents and work your way backwards.
Oh, smart. Okay.
So I'm like, okay, think of a clue that gets me here. And then you like hide it to the next one. I'm like, okay, think of another clue that gets me here. And you just keep going backwards until you get tired and give up.
Okay, I like that approach. What would you say is the worst birthday party you've been to?
Worst birthday party? I've had years where I didn't have any party, but that wasn't necessarily bad.
Yeah, I think that's just what happens as you age, where it's like, F it, I don't even know what to do. Let's just... Or like I'll be at work, obviously, because it's, during the day, it changes every year. So whenever it's at work, though, I feel like I usually get like one nice thing done, like I'll get like a free coffee or a piece of cake or something. But most of the time it's usually nothing. But I don't think that counts as a bad birthday. I think it's just kind of a nothing birthday.
I'm always annoyed when I forget to go get my Starbucks free coffee. Like, I'm like, oh, like, I don't want to leave the house just for that or something, or I'm just too lazy to go get it. I don't know.
You have to, because it's the only thing they give you for free.
Yeah, it's true. I gotta get like that giant frappuccino.
Yeah, I did that. Worst birthday. I want to say any birthday where you're invited, and I know this happens, where the person who you're celebrating ends up crying.
Aww.
Whether it's because something went wrong or someone didn't show up or they're just, it's their birthday and they can cry if they want to. I always feel so awkward during that time.
Wow. Yeah, I don't think I've been to one of those.
As an only child, it hasn't happened to me. I'm just grateful anybody wants to hang out at all. But I have been to some where, probably in my younger years. There is one where a few years ago, really, really wanted to go into a hot air balloon with my dad. And I hyped it up for like a month. We found a place to do it. We were driving there. I was so excited. He did not tell me that he was scared to do it. And my dad is like a very rugged kind of Eastern European man who used to be a boxer.
That has set off the dad alarm.
Sounds like the lunk alarm at Planet Fitness.
This is where we share stories about our dad until the alarm goes off.
Hang on, I think we should wait until this is done because I feel like we can hear it.
Maybe not. Maybe they can't hear it on the thing at all because we're using microphones.
So I will say that I had a very odd birthday. It was great because originally I wanted to go into a hot air balloon with my dad. I hyped it up for an entire month. I was so excited. We found a place, and my dad is kind of one of those rugged, like shorter Napoleon Eastern European types. So I had no idea that he was nervous to go into a hot air balloon with me because I was excited.
But it was his idea, though.
Well, so it was kind of both of our ideas because I was like, hey, what if we did a hot air balloon? And he was like, that sounds like a great idea. And then as soon as it started getting closer and closer, he got more and more anxious about it, which he did not tell me because that is what an Eastern European dad does, is they don't tell you how they feel.
Oh, yeah. My family's the same.
So then we get there. And I see a guy who I don't know, and he's waving at me. And my dad goes, oh, this is so-and-so's son. He's going on the hot air balloon with you. And I was like, what do you mean? And he said, I'm not going. I'm just too scared. I can't go in there. And my dad is someone who has been shot before. And he is scared to enter a hot air balloon with me. So I go with this guy who I don't know. I'm just meeting him. I know his dad, who's like someone in the neighborhood. And he was so goddamn annoying. The entire time we went on this hot air balloon, there was a couple that were there that were super cute and like in love. And then there was the operator guy. And this guy that I was with was so annoying to the point to where the hot air balloon operator, when we were going down, there were some branches and he purposely had the branches hit this guy because I was getting so annoyed with him.
I think it'd be funny to imagine what that couple was thinking in the hot air balloon.
Oh my God, Jenny, I'm so happy we're here. It's a beautiful day and I just can't wait to spend the rest of my life with you.
David, our relationship has had so many ups and downs, much like this hot air balloon, but I feel like we're on the right track now, and we're only going up.
Up and up.
Like, and it's so romantic to be here with you, and just us, and the operator, and this annoying guy, and this girl. I just couldn't ask for anything more.
It might be better it would probably be a little bit better if they weren't here. I'm really tired of hearing his take on Marvel movies.
Yeah, there's definitely been more Marvel talk in this hot air balloon than I anticipated, and I've never even seen one of those movies.
He seems like a very upset man who just can't cope with the fact that, some of these movies just are not well made.
Yeah, and like I wouldn't know because I just read books.
And that's why I love you, because you're so smart and you don't adhere to the societal standards of understanding pop culture.
No, I don't even own a TV.
That's so hot.
I listen to NPR and I read books.
Wow. And you use one of those old crank vinyl record players?
Yeah, I feel like music has been ruined by electric record players, so I always crank my own.
I can't believe I'm in love with the Victorian ghost.
See? So yeah, that I would chalk that up to being a weird birthday.
I will say we did get dinner after, so it wasn't a complete wash, but I don't recommend being forced to go on a hot air balloon for your birthday with a guy you don't know.
No, there's many things wrong with that.
Yeah.
I know, like, I feel like when I was a kid, a lot of birthday parties were in, like, the party room of McDonald's.
Oh my God, yes, you're so right.
And then I worked at McDonald's when I was, like, a junior and senior in high school. And I realized that, the person running that party is just a teenager.
Yeah, it was always sticky as hell in there. Just covered in kids' fingerprints and just loose fries everywhere.
Oh, yeah, so many loose fries. I was thinking back recently about how, like, I worked at McDonald's so long ago. It was back when you could still smoke in restaurants.
Oh my God, even McDonald's?
Yeah, one of my jobs was to clean out the ashtrays at night.
God, we've lost the touch, America. We've lost touch of what's really important.
And this was before McDonald's took credit cards also.
Oh.
Like, we were cash only.
I mean, kind of a power move on their part. Yeah.
I'm not sure if my kids have ever seen a dollar bill. Like...
They don't know what it is.
I don't think they do. Like, we've paid for everything electronically for so long.
What do you think would happen if they had to write a check?
Oh, I had to write a check recently, and I didn't have a checkbook.
I had to order one recently,
Yes.
So I get it. And when it starts running out, I'm like, now what? I have to order it again?
Well, I had a new patio put in, and the guy was like, I'll just come by, like, this afternoon and pick up the check. And I was like... No, you won't. Like, I don't. So I had to go to the bank and get, like, a cashier's check because I ordered a checkbook, but it takes a while to get there. And so I had to go to the bank and be like, can I have a check, please?
You just hand them a piece of paper that says IOU and
yeah.
has a little heart on it.
So, but yeah, check writing. And I remember my mom, like, teaching me when I was 16 how to, like, balance a checkbook.
Oh my God, my mom.
It's a lost art.
It is. My mom used to try to tell me how to do it, and I don't think I ever paid attention enough to figure it out. But I remember watching her do it all the time. She had one of those cute little, like, notebook holders. And surprisingly, I'm sure that's exactly how she paid for most of these birthday parties, because I figured out how much it actually costs to get some of these, like the Dave & Buster's. I found out that you have to pay for... Well, one, you have the place that you're holding, so like that little room, and then you also, I took for granted how often I went to a birthday party at like a game place, and they would pay for the cards. It's like $25 for a card.
Yeah.
It's expensive. I had no idea that, people were shelling out this type of money.
Yeah, having two kids, I do know how much birthday parties are. I think we did both of my kids' birthdays at, like, Get Air, the trampoline park.
Oh, yeah.
And it wasn't too bad. It does include, like, pizza.
Okay.
And then we brought our own cake.
Okay.
And it wasn't too bad because we weren't buying them cards to play video games.
Before we wrap up, what we should do is rank what our top 5 birthday party places are. So here's some options. Bowling. So we've got bowling, we've got arcade, we've got skate rink, we've got ice rink. I've gone to those. And then what would be the last one? Just like a regular, like, house birthday or magician? I don't know.
I went ice skating for the first time, like, this past winter.
What?
Yeah, I just never gone ice skating, and it's hard.
It is hard, but I love it. Although I'm spoiled because in Columbus we have the chiller, which everyone who had a birthday in like the winter would have a birthday party there, and it was always so much fun.
Oh yeah, we don't have an ice skating rink in Kenton that I'm aware of.
I figured. You can just go outside, I guess.
Oh, we did have Skateland, which was our roller skating rink,
that.
And I drove past there recently, and it does look like a creepy haunted house because the building is there, but it is like just dilapidated. It looks scary now.
Who doesn't want to be scared while they're skating either? So why not just combine the two?
I'm trying to think of I've always wanted to go to one of those axe throwing places.
I don't know. They scare me. I'm always scared I'm going to like let go when I'm pulling back and it's going to just axe murder somebody in the head that I'm trying to.
That probably doesn't happen very often. I don't know. I do like when I go to the Ren Fair. I like throwing the axes. I throw everything they've got. They've got like knives. They've got like throwing stars, which I don't think are historically accurate. But I will throw any bladed weapon that I can at a Ren Fair.
Oh, I love a good Ren Fair. That's also a great birthday spot, and I don't know if anyone's done it. I've seen people get married there, though.
That's fancy.
Mm-hmm. And dorky, but I love that.
Yeah, I think you just got to lean into it. I bought such a cute Ren Fair outfit this year. I want to go twice because I spent so much stupid money on this costume. But yeah, I think I want to go twice just to make it worthwhile.
As far as ranking goes for a birthday party, I would say that ice skating is probably 5th because you only really do it when it's like cold outside. Or I guess you could do it in the summer, but that almost never happened because it's like, what, I'm going to bring an extra pair of clothes with me? No. So I would say that's probably 5th. Then I would say that just a bowling maybe would be 4th. I like an adult bowling birthday.
Yeah, bowling is fun.
And then just maybe the regular sleepover would be 3rd. And then the arcade one would be 2.
I think that one would be my 2, yeah.
But a surprise birthday, I think, would be number 1. Just because you don't know, and I think it's really cute how people put it together. And it shows a lot of care and comfort.
And then number 1B is hot air balloon with a creep.
Exactly, yes.
That's it. We're done.
Thanks.
You're listening to a podcast on the Roost Nest Podcasting Network, executive produced by the Nest Theater and Comedy Arts Center. Co-founded and funded by Rance Rizzuto and Tara DeFrancisco. For more information on the Nest Theater, go to nesttheater.com. Roost Nest Podcasting Network.